It's No Box Artbox time. Hello and welcome back to Jenna Gets Creative. Today we are going to be doing the April 2022 ArtSnacks box in an authentic ArtSnacks box, even though it's not actually an authentic ArtSnacks box. Everybody got 2 tubes of gouache, a filbert paintbrush, and a mechanical pencil. Plus subscribers also got a 6-pack of fine liners and a wood panel. This is canvas. I don't have a wood panel. Let's dive into it. So what is the No Box Artbox challenge? This is a challenge that I introduced to YouTube back in 2018, and it just basically involves mimicking one of the many art supply subscription boxes out there using supplies that you already own. I started doing it so that I could catch up on the boxes that I missed before I realized that these were a thing on the market. But these days I continue to do it because I have way too many supplies to justify the price of getting mystery supplies these days on a consistent basis. So I don't, but I love the boxes, so I keep doing it this way. But there are other reasons you could do it too. You could do it to test drive subscription services before you actually invest. You could do it because you're already subscribed to company A and you want to try company B, but you can't afford both at the same time. You can use it to just get inspired, to just draw something. You can use it to force yourself to use that unusual bit of supplies at the back of your box or shelf or corner or whatever that you'd never use. So many reasons. If you want to try this challenge, here's how. Step 1, pick any art or craft supply subscription box out there. Pick a month that already shipped and look up the contents. Step 2, match the supplies as close as possible using items that you already own. Do not go shopping in order to be able to do a specific box. That is not the point. That would be cheating. Exact matches from your own collection are fine as long as you're not using this challenge to re-experience a box that you actually got in the past. If that's the case, that would be cheating. Use the next closest match. Otherwise, exact matches, honestly, from your own collection from another source, that is perfectly fine. Step 3, make art. Try to only use the items that you matched for the box and only add missing essentials such as a pencil or a piece of paper. And of course, if the original box had a challenge prompt or a theme, do try to stick to that. If you do the No Box Artbox challenge and you share your work anywhere on social media, use the hashtag NoBoxArtbox so that we can all see it, share it, encourage each other, have a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. And if you make a YouTube video, feel free to send me a link so that I can come and watch it, leave you a comment, and add you to the master playlist for this challenge. And of course, remember, you don't have to do the boxes that I have done through this challenge. You don't have to do this one. You don't have to do the past ones that I've done. You can do this for absolutely any box out there. And if you want to adapt this for another genre of subscription boxes, go for it. As per usual with all of my Artbox videos, I am going to run through all of the numbers. I'm going to go through what was in the legitimate April 2022 ArtSnacks boxes, both the regular tier and the plus tier. I'm going to mention what the MSRP is. I'm going to mention what the real world pricing is if you were to try to find these at major online retailers. We will look at the MSRP total, the real world total, the difference, and in the description down below, I will have a bunch of calculations to show you how much you would have saved based on the MSRP total and based on the real world research total if you got this box, depending on where you're subscribing from and how long you were subscribing for. I do all these calculations for the US, for Canada, and for the UK, so I do have all prices available and listed in US dollars, Canadian dollars, and pounds sterling. So the really cool thing about doing an ArtSnacks box for this challenge is ArtSnacks sells all of the items that go into their boxes individually, and that means that if you catch it early enough and they're still stocking those items on their website, then all of the information you need for the box is on their website. So let's go ahead and look at it. If you're not familiar with how ArtSnacks works, they have a unique approach to the 2-tiered system. Unlike something like Sketchbox, where the premium box tends to be completely different brands and versions of the same supplies plus bonuses, ArtSnacks Plus is what everybody got. It's what was in the basic tier, plus a couple other things, hence the name Plus. The first item that everybody got is the Zebra M301 mechanical pencil in a 0.5mm lead size. This one does come in 0.7 as well, but I believe this time everybody got the same. Quite often it will be randomized. This has an MSRP of $3.14 US. I will have that converted down below, of course. And the website description says, with Zebra, you can expect style, precision, and performance. Their M301 mechanical pencil combines sleek, sophisticated look with a rugged stainless steel body body for lasting functionality. Its lightweight barrel and non-slip grip make for a comfortable sketching experience. I will be using this exact pencil because this is the pencil that was sent in the Jazzy Artbox a couple of years back. The ArtSnacks website does not provide any information on what sort of lead was in their pencil originally. I do believe it was like a 1 to 2B. I believe it was a slightly softer lead when I originally got this. At this point, I have stocked mine with 2H lead from Faber-Castell. The paint. Everybody got 2 tubes of Holbein Acrylic Gouache. These are 20 milliliter tubes. They have an MSRP of $9.25 each US. So of course 2 tubes, that adds a value of $18.50 to the box. That is almost the price of the box right there. So on MSRP, you've gotten a really good deal this month. Colors were randomized for everybody. I could read you the possible color selection, but it's actually a really long list. The description on this product says, with Holbein Acrylic Gouache, what you see is what you get. This opaque, highly pigmented paint dries quickly with minimal color shift, so it appears the same wet and dry. It performs similarly to traditional gouache, but is water resistant once dry due to its acrylic resin binder and cannot be reactivated with water. This makes layering them a breeze. I don't have any Holbein products at all, sadly. One of these days I will try them, but I do happen to have 2 lovely tubes of acrylic gouache thanks to Jude from the ArtTuber Takeover box that she sent me. These are Turner acrylic gouache, and I have the colors violet and cobalt blue hue. Those are what we will be using. And everybody also got a Princeton Snap Series 9650 golden synthetic brush in a filbert shape. This has a variable MSRP value because there are 4 possible sizes that were sent out. You could have received a 4, an 8, or a 12. The 4 has an MSRP of $4.95. The 8 has an MSRP of $7.65, and the 12 has an MSRP of $9.75. For calculation purposes, we are going middle of the road. We are using the size 8 at $7.65. The website description says, oh snap. The Princeton Snap Series 9650's gold synthetic brush is fun and functional. Ideal for watercolor and acrylic, this versatile brush has Taklon bristles that spring back into place and retain their shape use after use. You'll find this filbert shape is great for blending and working in tight areas. I am using this exact brush. I got the size 8 Princeton Snap filbert brush from an ArtSnacks box 2 years ago, back when the Plus box was new, the one and only time I ever actually paid for a Plus box. And yeah, I love these brushes. They accidentally put double of all of the Plus items in that box that time, so I actually have 2 identical size 8s. Yeah, I used them a lot. I am very happy with these brushes. So that's what we will be using. My basic tier items are almost exactly what was actually sent. Moving on to the fine liners. If you were a Plus subscriber, you also got a 6-pack of Unipin fine liners in black ink. These have an MSRP of $16.10, and they are standard technical point metal clad fine liner nibs pens from Unipin. Unipin is owned by Mitsubishi. They are a great Japanese art supply company, along with, you know, everything else company. This is, of course, the same company that makes Poscas, and it's the same company that makes the lovely Mitsubishi hand crank pencil sharpener you've probably seen me using in my videos for 3 years now. The website description on this pack says your illustrations will be as neat as a pin with Unipin fine liners. These intense pigment ink pens are water resistant and won't bleed through most papers. The ink also dries quickly, so you can expect smudge-free erasing when inking over drawings. This set is ideal for detailed line work. This set includes 6 pens with black ink featuring the following nib sizes: 0.03 millimeters, 0.05 millimeters, 0.1 millimeters, 0.5 millimeters, and 0.8 millimeters. So I do have a set of these pens, but I got the 5-pack. The 5-pack has the 01, 02, 03, 05, 08, and doesn't have the sub 01 sizes. So I am using the 01, 03, 05, and 08 from that set, and to replace the smaller sizes, I have the 003 and 005 from my Copic multiliner set. And last but not least, when you upgrade to Plus, you always get a full-size surface, and they sent the Art Alternatives Studio wood panel in a 10x10 size. This has an MSRP of $17.99, and the description says Art Alternatives Studio wood panels display the amazing qualities of acrylic paint and paint pens. Wood panels are more durable than canvas and resist warping, making them great for heavy paint applications and mixed media. Detail work is also easy thanks to the super smooth hand-sanded birchwood surface. The sturdy pine cradles on these panels add support and allow for hanging without frames. So that sounds fantastic. I did not have any wood panels laying around to paint on, so I will be using a standard primed canvas panel on, I believe, just cardboard. This is a 5x7. I no longer remember what brand it is. It's been sitting in my drawer for like 3 years now, but I have painted on this in gouache, so I know it will work out. Let's get into it. As per usual, I'm recording the voiceover here before I've actually done the piece. I don't know what I decide to do. I am excited to work with this. I think it will work out well. I'm not too sure about using fine liners on the textured surface of a canvas panel. This is definitely where the very smooth surface of the wood panel would be advantageous, but I do think I'm going to have to take advantage of the black ink in the pens just to add, another dimension of interest, because I only have 2 colors in the acrylic gouache paint. But it'll be interesting. Tell me in the comments down below, how do you think this piece turned out? What do you think of this combination of supplies? Do you think you would have been happy with this at the basic tier without the pens and without the supplied surface to paint on? Or do you think this is only a good box if you also have the panel and the pens? And if you got this box for real, what was your opinion of it? I'd love to know. If you're looking for more to watch, I've got some suggestions up on the left side of the screen now. Don't forget to like, comment, maybe even subscribe, and if you like living life creatively, whatever that means to you, I'd love to have you along for the ride. Bye guys!